Okay, welcome back everyone. As you probably know, I've quite a collection of Trangia stoves, or burner stands as would probably be best calling it. I've got the Trangia 25, the 27, the mini, the micro and the triangle, and they're all items that were produced within my lifetime. But there's one that I never bought when it was in production. It's the Trangia 23. The pot set with the burner stand was in production from 1985 until 2021. Officially, I don't think it was sold and distributed in the UK, but you could buy it. I had my eyes on these for quite a long time. As you can see, original strap. And they were like gold dust. I never bought one when they were in production. As I thought, they're not really for backpacking, they're more this type of burner that you would use in a summer house or in a bothy. Not for carrying. But I kept my eyes open, and luckily enough, I got my hands on one that is in quite good condition. I put my own bag on it just to protect the pot. And I replaced the burner with a new Trangia burner. As you can see, as this is just for a collection, I've left the original simmering. I haven't replaced it with a Chinese clone as I do with the ones that I use all the time. So to give you an idea of size, I'll just move the pot out of the way. Here we have the micro and mini stand. Definitely bigger. Trangia sticker on the side with the logo that is used now. Quite a simple construction. Aluminium tabs, cut out, bent up, and a little lip put on the bottom. You can see that this has been used with meths before. This is an unfired burner. I bought it specifically for this. And just out of interest, I'll show you just how much of a difficult fit this is. You need quite a lot of force to get that out, and quite a lot of force to get it back in. It's not moving once it's in, which doesn't really matter as it fits in the bag fine and the whole thing fits into the pot. I did have to buy a new handle. This is the handle for the 624 pot set. The pot set is still available from Trangia, as are all the spare parts, including the handle. This pot set is marked with half a litre and 1 litre. It's a 1 litre pot, and a frying pan that fits on top. The handle fits in like that into where the stove straps would be fitting. It does have the lip, so you can use it with the traditional Trangia tongs. As I said, this is a cook set that dates from 1985, when mated with the Trangia 23. But this cook set itself was production started in the 1930s. This burner stand, the Trangia 23 open spirit stove, which is also goes by the name of the Fear, the Stjerneblus, I think that's only in Norway, and the Hill 23. On the website archive, it's called the Open Spirit Stove. It was introduced in 1962, and originally it would have been with the hinged simmer ring that they used to use. As this one is from the 80s, it's got the modern simmer ring. I would love to get a burner with the hinged simmer ring that's attached to the burner, or even the one that has the little wire clips to attach it to the burner. Like a lot of vintage Trangia gear, they're like gold dust to get. Which brings me up to another item. As I said, this came in 1962. Previous to that, they had a different burner stand, which was more like a cross stand that the burner sat on, and that ran from 1953 until 1962. But even more interesting, the burner was not made of brass on that. It was made of aluminium. You can see it here in the catalogue. I would love to get one of them as well. I am now complete in my collection for all the burner stands for my lifetime. But to get the aluminium burner and its cross stand, if I could see one available for sale, would be a complete collection of Trangia. So as I said, the 624 set is still available, and they matched it up with the Open Spirit stove in 1985, and that ran until 1921, and I never bought one. I don't even know if they were available for where I was. I could have ordered it direct from Sweden. Maybe I should have, but I've got one now. Now, this burner has not been used, as you can see. So I'll give it a little fill and let it soak just for a while. If you'd watched last week, I was having trouble with the cap on this. It just stuck. I freed it up and it's working again. Now, I'll let this soak and I'll get 300 mils of water and we'll see how long it takes to boil. Now, bearing in mind that we'll be doing this indoors, I think indoors is where this would be used the most. I can't see this being a backpacking stove. Maybe car camping, you could have a couple of these. It has no wind protection at all, so wherever you would use it, you'd need to use a windscreen. Okay, 300 mils of water added to the pot. We've let this soak for a little while. I'll let it burn and we'll let it bloom before doing anything. Standard Trangia burner. There we go. Very quick, nice and new. I'll just switch off the light. Okay, so while that's heating up, I'll just show you some of the catalogue entries from Trangia. Here we have the 1962 or 63 version of the open spirit stove, and if you have a look you can see the different simmer ring. And here we have the from 1985 onwards, the camping pot set 624 matched with the 23. Now I don't know if Trangia would have delivered with the yellow bag for this. I don't even know how it was done. I'd never actually seen one before I bought this. But as you saw, the bag is plenty big enough to take the whole burner and stand together, which is very good considering how difficult it is to get the burner in and out. It's a very snug fit, as you saw before. But once it's in, it doesn't need to be taken out. I think this would have been a permanent fixture in like a summer cabin or whatever, or maybe to be used in the home in case of emergencies, etc. It's ideal for that, for anywhere where there's no wind. We're already at the 3-minute mark. If we think about a storm cooker, a 25 or a 27, they would be faster, and especially the Optimus Trapper would be boiling by now in 4 minutes or so, and we're at 4 minutes now. So this is not a fast burner by any means. The distance between the pot and the burner is not that much, actually. If we have a quick look underneath, we can see that it's a normal size. Not much distance at all, actually. And then we have a good rolling boil in about 7 minutes. It's hot. Obviously it transfers the heat, but not too hot. So what do you think? It was discontinued. They kept the mini and micro aluminium burners, which are obviously lightweight, but they don't really offer much wind protection, but they work as a way to hold the stand. And they also have the Trangia triangle as well. This one was phased out, probably because they couldn't really find much use for it. I think it'd be fine as an emergency stove if the power goes out or any disasters. Fine for your summer cabin, summer house, for a bothy type situation. I wouldn't like to carry it far. Pot on its own, the pot set with the pan lid, is a nice size for boiling the bag meals, etc. Although I would probably leave this at home as it's quite heavy, and just use a grab handle. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments your opinion of the Trangia 23, and let me know if any of you have ever seen the older cross stand with the aluminium burner from the 1950s and early 60s, or if any of you have the hinged simmering, either the one that's attached permanently to the burner or the one that attaches with the wire. It's all interesting for me, and I'm sure it's interesting for all Trangia enthusiasts. So until the next time, I'll leave you and see you again. Bye bye.